Not a very good one.
Mine isn't either.
Not a one. I would not recommend it.
It
I went
matters because
to
I have
bed at
two
like
different
5
sleep
a.m.
schedules.
And I'm not doing so well.
Yeah, but you're like young.
Yeah, we're young. We're young.
Studs
We
out
can
on
do
the
it.
prowl for
Sadly,
ladies
I'm not on the
and
prowl
anymore.
good times.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
What are you trying
I'm
to say,
tied down.
Dylan?
Close.
Dot.
I enjoy
Dude,
it.
we
It's just
We.
Okay. I mean, I will admit I have a pretty regular sleep schedule. That's the shittiest sleep schedule ever. Like during the week, all right, plan on going to bed 10 o'clock. Wake up tomorrow and wake up the next day at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I do. During the
Dude,
week, that's
plan
what.
on going to bed at 10 o'clock. Turn off all the lights. End up watching YouTube videos until like midnight, and then
I
wake up
remember-
at 6:30 the next morning, and have to go to
AJ,
school for 3 hours.
do you
4
remember
hours,
our
5
sleep
hours, something like that.
schedule
I don't know how
for
many
over the summer when we
Yes.
were just like playing a lot of DC Universe online?
What? Go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I
wake up at
remember
3
we
o'clock
woke
in the
up earlier
afternoon
than
and
3
just
o'clock
play
in the
that game.
afternoon.
Yeah, I remember.
Sometimes we just
Yeah,
didn't go to
sometimes
sleep.
we
We
did.
played a
Sometimes
lot
we
of
woke
DC
up at like
Universe.
11. Sometimes, yes. And you know what? That's a game. That's all I can say.
We did
about
what
it.
we did all that could be done.
It's Yeah, we can't really
Yeah.
do anything else with that game.
There is nothing more we
I'm
can
just-
do.
No, there really isn't.
In a world
In all
where
honesty-
men don't go to sleep until 3 a.m. and then wake up before 3
In all honesty,
p.m.
I-
and play more video games.
I picked up
This is
I picked up Guild Wars 2. I didn't touch
the
on it too
sleep
much,
schedule.
but continue.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
have
like Guild
nothing
Wars 2.
against
My
it.
dad plays a lot of Guild Wars 2 too. He's put like 300 hours into Guild Wars 2, and I understand where he likes it. I'm not very
Yeah,
much
I know.
of a third-person game person, but that
Yeah,
totally was redundant. But it made sense.
I mean, main reason I play FPSs
me-
nowadays is just so I can play with friends, because none of my
I
friends
really
play
do love third-person games. I don't know
third-person
why I've
games.
always just been a fan of third-person games. So I just can't get into any MMOs lately. I can't find
I
any
do-
good
well-
MMORPGs that I would like. I could just say, hey, I'm gonna stick with this, and that aren't gonna have like these outrageous fees every month that drive my parents crazy, and all this. Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, gotta love those.
My
fees.
friend plays World of Warcraft, and I don't. Every single time I see him play, it's not like I look at him with envy, but I look at like, wow, he looks like he's having a genuine
that's
amount
the
of fun
thing
on
about
this.
WoW with me.
I would love to get
It's
in
like,
on this.
I played
I would
WoW Yeah.
I played well. I played one character up to level 20, and I can
As
see why
a-
people like it and get addicted to it. But for me, it's just like I can't.
As a former
sit down
WoW
and play a
addict,
game
I'd have to say
that long.
it's like I played up until ICC. It's like you don't want to miss an expansion. Otherwise, you're just gonna like look at it and you're gonna be like, oh, that's just really dumb.
Yeah, if you're not paying $20
Yeah,
every
it's like
6 months
because
for
like
new
I couldn't
expansion,
go
you don't
back
know
to
what's
WoW
going
right
on.
now. I couldn't get back into it.
That would be the problem, because I can genuinely say that I am addicted to video games. I realize that.
I can too.
It doesn't matter how hard I try not to play video games. We're lucky I'm not playing video games now while we talk.
Well, that's kind of how this podcast started. It started with
Well,
us. The first
this
episode,
the
we were playing
name of the podcast
video games the whole time.
comes from because there
It's from
it's
DC
hard to
Universe.
explain. We were searching for this.
There
pretty
are green
hardcore.
exclamation. You have to find exclamation points, and they're green. And then Dylan brought up one day. He's like, "We should do a podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, but what would we call it?" I'm gonna go find this green exclamation point right
Exactly.
here. And then Dylan goes. He stops for a minute. He's like, "The green exclamation point," and I'm like, "That would be a good name for a podcast, wouldn't it?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Let's do it right now." And that's how
as
this
you're
started.
saying this, I'm looking into Tom Cruise's eyes, and I'm about to cry because he
Dude.
looks like he's very depressed.
I think
Dude,
mine's a tad bit
I
better.
love my Skype picture. It's the greatest thing ever.
It's
No,
Yeah.
no.
He's just like a pope sitting on a casting couch.
See, now-
I didn't really notice that until I actually looked at
I
that.
didn't notice it until just now. I looked at it for a second. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Dylan,
I think
why?
mine's way better. Though. Like, dude, who doesn't like a bear riding Abraham Lincoln with lasers coming out of his eyes? Like, let's be honest. And the bear is wearing a monocle. You
yeah,
can't
but
do that.
I have Tom Cruise. with blue sky and light coming
So
up.
I
Hey,
guess like
Your
Your
now's a
guy
good time for
believes in
me to
aliens, so let's shut up.
bring up
So
MachFiveGaming for about 2 minutes
Some people are
because I basically have to
What's
put
that?
this out there for Nick. Okay,
Bad.
so there's a site I recently joined.
put details.
Yeah, we play a lot of games
do,
actually.
do they play games?
Okay, yeah, you do.
Here, I can explain it. I can explain it. Okay. My buddy Nick and a few other of my friends who play video games, we decided we wanted to make a group of people. So we made a clan, or they made a clan, and I just kind of joined pretty late. But they made a clan, and now they're trying to get everyone into it. They're starting up the website. You're probably looking at it now if you're
Yeah.
watching this on YouTube because I think Dylan's got it
Click
on
the
there.
Link.
Yeah, there's a link in the
I'll
description.
try.
Remember to put that in there, Dylan, because now I don't want to be a liar.
Yeah, well,
But like what we do is we're just a
don't
group
count
of
on
people-
Dylan.
We're just a group of people that just like love playing video games to the point where like
And we tell
you know
stories.
we
tell a lot
want
of
other people
stories.
to enjoy it too.
I've never been a part of the gaming community.
Yeah, like if you go to youtube.com/Mach5Gaming,
And no
completely
clan
spelled
at the
out.
end.
not numeric, all alphabetized, and I don't know if that's the right word for that. But yeah.
Alphabetized? Yeah, I think that's right. I don't know.
youtube.com/Mach5Gaming, and there's videos of Dylan telling stories about shit and
About
urinals
killing
and
people.
stuff like that.
I mean, about people killing themselves.
But like what we do is we just pretty much just sit down for 3 or 4 hours a day, sit on a Skype call and talk to each other about play video games. And then after we're done off that Skype
Also,
call,
we
everyone
have
continues to play video
various
games,
game
just not talking
servers
to anyone.
on- We have
pretty
a
much just like-
TTT server on Gary's Mod. We have a Dark RP server on Gary's Mod. We have a Minecraft server. And we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff to have fun with together because we're just all butt buddies around here and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Except Jesse, because he doesn't want to be my butt buddy. He's a jerk.
Hey, look, you just didn't ask nicely.
Can I? Will you be my
That's how
butt
it
buddy?
Nope. Sorry, too late.
No.
What do I have to do? Get on one knee? I will do it.
I'll
Don't
get
you
on
wanna
two
be my
knees.
butt
I'll
buddy?
get on 2 knees for you.
That would help.
I like Anthony's AJ's response. I'll get on 2 knees for you.
So,
See what you
How
did there,
about-
good sir. That is funny.
yeah.
I can be funny sometimes. I don't talk a lot, but you know, sometimes when I get a good story going.
Well, what do we
I haven't
got,
really
like
had
7
anything
left?
happen though. I mean, last thing
We
I
also
did
had an
like,
ice cream
outside of
party
my
in
house
school.
was I went to go see The Hobbit, and that was like, oh yeah, I had an ice cream party. I was served ice cream by the principal, and I was served
No, the
spoons
assistant
by the
principal
assistant
spooned
principal.
you.
No, that was no. Wait, the guidance counselor gave me spoons, and the assistant principal gave me chocolate syrup.
Okay, I have this running thing where okay, this is mostly a question for anyone. What gender is
They're all
or
chicks.
was your guidance counselor in
Female.
high school?
They're all chicks.
Yeah, they're all chicks, aren't they?
It wasn't
like
one what
No, mine were
I
all
think-
men. Does that mean anything?
all
they just really loved kids, didn't they, Jesse?
it might mean something.
I don't know. That's just they were all like, "Hey,
Let's
come to my
talk about our
office,"
emotions.
and then I don't remember what happened after that, but
But they gave me
They
a
didn't-
pill.
The proper response to that is they didn't ask me if I wanted to be their butt buddy. I just kind of did it.
Yeah, I just went with it, yo.
look, don't judge me.
I'm not I would never judge.
No one's judging
needed
you, man. I would
guidance.
do the same
I mean,
thing.
we all
Sounds
need
like
guidance
you're
at some
super
point.
judging me.
No, I would definitely do the same thing. I'd probably do more. I wouldn't have
The thing
to
is, I think
be
my
knocked out, you know. I'd just do it. Go right in.
We have gone down a very dark path
well, my
here.
profile picture.
What
You
is
started
happening?
it. You started
Well, my
it. You
profile
said
picture-
you
started
said
it.
your guidance counselors were
My
men.
profile picture on Skype.
They
does
are.
involve
They were
the
all men.
Pope.
I didn't make that up.
Really? Like
And
all the way
all-
through
then-
school,
and
or
then-
Well,
just high
think
school?
about
And then you said, "Is that saying something?"
It all
And
started
look
with
at
me
this,
because
I don't know.
I brought up the story.
Yeah, so it's your fault.
And-
Don't blame it on me.
In a world where
No,
there's
technically it's
actually
my fault
male
because I
But
guidance
yeah,
brought up
technically it's your
the
fault,
whole
Dallas.
Oh God.
ice cream party thing, and
You
if you think about it, there's
you brought up
subliminal
me
messaging
talking
behind
about
that because
ice
think of
cream.
my
It's
Skype
all
profile
you.
picture. It's the Pope.
there is because it is the Pope.
On a casting couch. You gotta make that very clear. He's on a casting couch.
Okay, a lighter
Yeah.
turn here, guys. We don't want to.
No, but, like, On
Look
the
at that
bright
weather.
side,
On the bright side.
it's dark outside.
Huh? Yeah, it's dark outside.
How
I don't
about
know
the
sports.
How about the Mets?
How about the Mets? I
Don't
personally I like
even
the
start that
Giants.
conversation. I don't watch baseball.
Well, yeah, the Giants isn't even a baseball
York
team, is it? It's
Giants.
a football team. Look at me. That's how much I know.
Isn't the Giants is also a baseball team? I
Is
think.
the Giants a baseball team? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about sports.
Dude, I only watch soccer. I don't even
Elder
know.
Scrolls
Yeah,
MMO.
soccer. Keep it
Go.
real. Hockey all day.
Oh please, your hockey season hasn't even started yet.
I know. So yeah, you bring up an interesting point, Dylan. The Elder Scrolls MMO.
Yeah,
Jesse,
I saw
you've
your live
done stuff
stream
with that.
thingy.
I have
Yeah.
done stuff with that.
I
Yeah.
didn't, but I know you've done stuff with it. So elaborate on it, because I know nothing about it.
It's fun. It would take far too long to describe it entirely, but it's like taking Guild Wars 2 and combining that with Skyrim.
Sounds awesome.
It's kind of fun. I mean, but it's in such an early stage that I don't even know how. I can't necessarily describe it.
Can't tell people to start to play it the moment it comes out because you don't know if it's going to change or not.
I don't know. The things I got to see, I didn't see actual much of it. We got to play it, but most of the things that I was really curious about, they're like, we don't know yet. So,
What does this button do? We don't know
We
yet.
only know
We
how
haven't
to use
exactly
WASD
done
at
anything
this
with
point.
that button yet. So it's like that part in Men in Black.
We have
where they're
several-
like,
Keanu
we have
Reeves should be
several
running
theories
this show.
running.
Several theories. Hey, dude,
Hey, don't diss Keanu Reeves. He's a
Terrible
horrible actor, but he was in
Terrible.
The Matrix.
I love the first Matrix movie, but the other ones are.
I don't know. I watched them all. I thought they were fine. Dude, I hate when people are like, "Oh, I hate this movie." Dude, you know what? Movies are good regardless.
Well, yeah, movies are good regardless. I don't hate the other two Matrix movies. I don't know. I just don't
I
like
can't
them.
sit down and watch movies
For some reason.
I'm more of a game person.
I don't know why. I can't.
Dude,
I love movies and I love games, and this is going to even be
I've been
weirder
reading
because nobody
lately.
does this anymore. But I love to read. Reading's fun.
I've been getting into
Yeah,
Game
I
of
read
Thrones.
all the Lately,
Game of Thrones. Is
I'm
pretty
on the
good.
second book.
I'm on the
You're welcome.
second book. It's a good.
Dude, he's
it's
on the
a
second
good-
book. I'm waiting for the sixth one to come out. Get up to my level.
Okay, no, I won't get on your level.
Jon
First
Snow
of
gets
all,
stabbed.
because
I mean,
I'm way
what?
above you. And second of all, dude,
go back in.
I've been reading them books, and the books are good. They're a lot more. I don't know what I guess the word is risque.
You want to know risky?
than the
You wanna know
than the
risky?
TV
50
show is,
Shades of
given
Grey.
that it's
That's
an
risky.
HBO series anyway.
Oh, dude, that's a
Well,
book.
risque.
Hey, I hope you
Well,
realize
either
that the word
way.
is risque.
Yeah, the word's risque,
Okay.
not risky. Oh, speaking of people not knowing what
Yeah.
words are, everybody here knows what parkour is, correct?
Dude,
No.
All right,
yeah.
Jesse, shut up. You know what parkour. Everybody knows parkour.
look, I parkoured my way over here.
I know that. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not the point I was trying to make. There's a guy who
Wait,
rides my bus, right?
before you continue the story. Now
He's-
I'm
he's
thinking
not
of like
exactly the smartest
Jesse
person
in Mirror's
world.
Edge doing all the stuff that chick did.
Dude, my whole that was literally the thought process. All I heard is I parkoured here, and I was like, "What would he look like parkouring?"
Well, I've
Got
seen that
parkoured.
Connect video where you
Don't be
played Star
jelly.
Wars Connect. I've seen that video. That I can
Don't be
imagine.
jelly. I got parkour skills. I parkoured up my stairs to get here.
Yeah, by parkouring he means skipped every other stair. So-
Does anyone like do this thing? Okay, maybe I'm just really stupid when it came to this shit because I knew what parkour was, but you know how like The Office or like where they're like hardcore parkour,
Dude,
and they're
that one.
jumping off of shit.
Alright.
Literally, I literally found out like 2 weeks ago that they're not saying parkour.
Yeah.
They're saying hardcore parkour.
No, all right. I have the story I'm trying to tell is based on that kind of.
That bus.
Kind of.
So the kid who rides that bus, he doesn't know it's called parkour. Who rides my bus? He doesn't
What does he
know
think
it's
it
called.
is?
He thinks it's called hardcore.
Yeah.
So every day on the
hardcore is
bus,
something else. Just
Poison
tell them
for
to
youth.
Google it.
every day, every day on
Save
the bus.
search off. Control Shift N on your. Don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, don't.
Bad. Don't even listen to me.
Don't listen to what
That you might actually get addicted to
He's
in
leading
your
you to a
teens.
dark world.
Like me.
Hey, just a
Sorry, Gavin. Yeah.
Awkward
Go
silence.
with your story again.
On that note,
Anyway, so yeah, every day on the bus we just like. The other thing about him is he smells really odd. You know.
it smells bad. Just say it.
No,
it smells like
Odd
shit.
shit.
Yeah, but it's an odd smell. I've never
Dude,
smelled it before.
Shit smells bad.
Oh,
It's like
God.
a combination between diarrhea and sour milk. It's
That's,
really
that's bad regardless. How's that
Yeah.
awkward?
It
It's
like-
not an awkward
it
smell.
like goes
You-
through his
So it's like a
body
Barbra
and
Streisand
it's
album.
in his mouth, and when he talks to you, it's just like you're dying on the inside.
Have you ever
it's the
noticed that the
worst.
people that
Blake,
look
who's our one viewer that I know, Blake, he'll
Is it
listen to
who I
this. He'll
think he
burst
is?
out laughing as soon as I start saying that because I explained this to him the other day.
Okay,
he
getting
walks
back
like a
to the story. Getting back to the story.
Hardcore parkour.
Silence.
What story?
Story.
That's it.
Get back.
That's
That-
the
that was
story.
the
That's the
story.
story. That's it.
That,
Story's
Except
over.
that he smelled.
I
and
can't
did
really think of
parkour.
anything else to say about him.
That was the worst story ever.
And I can borrow. He's like my neighbor, so I borrow games from him for like a year at a time.
Have you noticed the guys that smell
So
like
you're
like,
abusing this poor smelly kid. You're like, hey, smelly kid, let me borrow a game, and he's like, I don't know if I should. You're like, let me borrow a game, smelly kid.
No, here's
Okay.
here's the thing. I gave him Oblivion, right? And after that, I'm like, can I borrow a game? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, dude, I gave you a game. And he's like, true. And he just lets me borrow games. Yeah,
You're
it's
abusing
abuse.
That poor little,
Well, it can't
I
be
am.
poor
worse than
smelly
what you do
kid.
to
I am-
AJ when he's at my
is
house.
he fat? Is he fat?
No.
You're abusing this poor smelly kid. So
Okay.
Yeah, when I go to
That's what
Dylan's
Yeah,
house,
poor
he-
smelly kids
same
are.
time as
They're
Matthew.
for abusing.
God.
That's why they smell bad.
what?
wait, what? What did you just say?
How do you know that I don't smell horrible?
Because
How do
your
you
name
know
is
that
Jesse
for
Cox.
years?
With the
That for
last name
years
Cox,
I
you're
don't
funny.
You
It doesn't
Google
matter.
it.
You're smelly.
Well,
Oh well, I guess that makes sense.
It's not that I can talk to the guy. It's just
Yeah, you see when-
weird
But
sometimes.
he's just
When I'm at school, I just
Yeah, that's it.
generally
That's
avoid
really it.
people. It's just,
I mean, he's not smart, but you know,
people question me.
dude, he looks
I'm
like
kinda-
he's going to kill somebody every day in
I'm
school.
that person that's social when I know the people in my class, and then like when I don't know anyone or like I don't sit next to them, I'm like laying down on my desk half the day. I'm not literally laying down on my desk.
I'm like
like-
halfway asleep. Every day I get in chemistry,
Actually-
the first thing I do when I get in chemistry is I put my head down and close my eyes.
I hate when you've got
As
those
a
teachers.
former educator in this great country of ours,
Oh,
I'd just like to
trust
say
me.
you guys are assholes.
It's only
And-
chemistry. I can't.
Nope. You should do science
Well,
and math,
actually,
so you have a real job
I
and you don't end up on
decided-
YouTube
you should
like
think-
me.
I did something really stupid this semester.
Why?
I decided I was gonna flunk geometry, and oh boy, did I flunk geometry.
Did you flunk
Dude.
geometry?
I
I
dropped
didn't
math
drop
class
it. I
this
just
year
walked in there
because
every day
I
and just
already
put
had
my
math
head down.
credits to
Me and the
graduate.
teacher had an understanding. He was like, "Yo, don't make a ruckus, and you'll be fine."
Well, I told Mr. Anderson on the first day of school, right? He's like, I'm like, I go up to him, I go into chemistry, and I go up to him. He's like, hey, who are you? What's your name? I'm like, my name's Anthony. He's like, all right. So why are you taking this class? And I'm like, to be here, because I don't need that credit. I don't need it. I'm just like, I'm here to be here, because I couldn't get any other class, so I got stuck in chemistry.
I don't think I can legitimately say I've fallen asleep in class though.
I mean,
like I see people
should
fall
see
asleep
me
all the
in
time.
class.
I
I
don't think I
drool.
can do that.
I don't really. I put my head down and close my eyes, but I don't fall asleep.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
I find
aware
that-
of everything that's going on around me.
I once gave a kid a wet willy for sleeping in class, so
Dude,
I
so-
would recommend your teacher do that to you.
Well, no. What Mr. Anderson
Jesse,
does
you
if he
were
wants
a
to wake you
teacher?
up, he'll
Like
get right up in your ear and he'll make the
educational
loudest
teacher?
kissing sound.
You remind me.
His,
Like a legitimate teacher, yeah.
didn't
You
mentioned it in one
remind
of
me
your
of somebody.
Q&As?
You
Weren't you like
remind
a
me of a
history
very,
teacher?
very special teacher that I've had.
See, look,
Yeah, Mr. LeHue.
one of my favorite teachers. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Shout it to
Okay,
he,
but
he taught me
but
life lessons every
I
day.
don't like when people fall asleep in class. I'm like, why? How could you do that? Like, I understand. Like, I don't always want to look at the teacher, so I sometimes just put my head down and listen. Like, but I don't. I find it really disrespectful when people actually fall asleep.
One time, this guy fell asleep and he was drooling and he had like snot coming out of his
Dude,
nose. It was the
okay.
grossest thing.
In my
He had
English
like a
class, my
giant booger
freshman
hanging
year,
out the side of his nose.
in my English class, my freshman year, we had like two kids. One of them always fell asleep in class, and the other one
High
like
school.
was always high off his head, so he always fell asleep in class anyway. and one day it was like Friday, and it was independent reading day.
On Friday.
One of
on
them fell
Friday.
asleep. The stoner kid fell asleep, and
Friday.
that's funny. That's funny. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And he like the teacher walked over with a sticky note, like one of those, not like one of the small ones that they
Yeah.
mark in books,
I know what
like
you're saying.
legitimate, like 3-inch ones that are gigantic. He wrote down "kick me" on his back, and then he came back 15 minutes later and wrote down "I am an idiot," and then just slapped it on his back. It didn't wake up at all. So he walked around for at the end of the day, he walked through the halls with "kick me, I am an idiot" on the back of his shirt. And then the other kid the same day fell asleep in class as usual, but he started snoring. So like it was like dead quiet. Everyone be reading. You hear the plate shirt, and all of a sudden you're and you're like, dude, can you breathe? Are you all right?
I couldn't imagine. I mean, I'm afraid to fall asleep because I'm afraid I will genuinely start snoring because
You don't
people
snore.
have told me when they stay at my house.
You don't snore, AJ. You
Dude,
slept
kept
on my
me up
floor
on
like
that. I'm like,
50
what?
times.
He's like, you snore so loud.
Everyone says that, dude.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter
I
whose
know.
house you go over to.
But every time they come over to my
friends,
house,
they snore.
people say I snore, and I'm like, I can't fall asleep.
So
in
you
school
don't snore
because
at my
I know
house
I'll
'cause you're
snore.
sleeping on the
I just
floor.
close my eyes, but I
That's how you
stay
solve it.
aware.
Yeah.
Because it's like half like it's like 2 degrees at your house.
Yeah.
Unless it's the summer, then it's like 55,000
Virginia.
degrees. I mean,
Where you guys from?
Virginia.
The
The weather's odd here. I don't know.
It's cold here this year. I'm in Arizona, and it's been like, legitimately, it's been freezing cold the last 2 weeks, and I hate, like, I have to leave my house at 6:30, start my car. I don't have to leave my house at 6:30. I have to leave my house at like 5 to 7, and it's like legitimately like 40 degrees as you're walking out to the car, and I've got like this thin hoodie on because like you live in Arizona, you don't think about like, oh, I gotta wear a thick jacket today. Like, dude, come on, you live in
don't
Arizona.
know.
It's like
Arizona to me is
all the time.
like the one reason I'd want to move to Arizona is because it's not cold. So that's a weird thing to me. I'm like, you're telling me it's cold in Arizona. I'm like, don't you go to Arizona to not be
for
cold?
the winter time, you're cold all of 2 weeks, and then it's done.
That's what
Literally last 2 weeks, and then it's done.
That's what I hear. That's great about Texas because I listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast, and a lot of times they say on that, like, it's been great this year. I've had to wear a jacket like once,
dude,
since winter started, and I'm like, I need to live there.
Yeah, like where
winter.
I'm from, like I'm in, like I think I'm in southern. I don't know where Tucson is in Arizona. I
They're in your
know
state,
it's southern. Dude, dude, I'm from Michigan. I moved here when I was like 9. I don't care about the geography of Arizona.
I'm a big
I don't care about
geography
geography at
buff.
all. So
Yeah, dude, I barely passed that class. Like they tried to get me to do the capitals in that class, and I was like, hell nah. I got like 3, but like it's cold. Like it'll be like people.
Yeah.
Arizona definition of cold is like 70 degrees and below. Like everywhere else, it's legitimately like 20 to 30 degrees is cold, or 30 degrees.
yeah, here 30 around 30. To me, 30 is cold. A lot of people, once it gets to around 40, they start saying it's cold, and I'm still walking around in like a t-shirt. I'm wearing around a t-shirt
I'm
right
wearing a
now.
hoodie
but
right now, and I'm fine.
freezing my ass off. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm an idiot.
If you hear me
But-
like shuffling through stuff, I'm looking for something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and
All right. Yeah, we gotta start wrapping up.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I was gonna say.
this has been.
Yeah.
Oh
Gotta
yeah,
do
go for it.
outros, man. Gotta say goodbye.
Sure, I'll do the outro. Can I do the outro?
I want to do the outro. No. I want to do the outro. But we can do the outro together.
Come on.
Let's do it together. Let's do it.
Yeah, come on, man.
Let's do it together. Let's like go back and forth between it. All three of
No,
us.
I'm just gonna
All
do
four
it.
of
I'm
us.
just gonna do
Let's
it.
go back
I'm
and
just
Big,
gonna do
All
it.
right,
big
we're-
thanks to
Guys,
JesseCox.
This has been the green
being on the
exclamation
podcast.
point.
It's the
I
end of the
think
podcast.
everyone here. Yeah, everyone here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse, for taking time out of your busy day.
Thing is, you said thank you. Yeah. I know you're busy, so
And
I'm just happy we
not
had him
talk
here.
for 50% of the podcast.
Okay.
yeah. That
I'm just,
Thank you.
yeah, dude. You're hilarious,
Okay,
and I
so-
urge everyone to check you out.
yeah, your channel. You're
Links in the
you have
description.
good videos. You do good job. Bye.
Stop.